Let's go!
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Jay Alexander, and welcome to another episode of Ship Life, where I try to inform, educate, and entertain you guys on the world that is ship life. So, in case you guys have not heard already, an unidentified woman has either lost her mind or just does not care about the rules whatsoever. So, this woman, for whatever reason, she has a room on the balcony, right? She has a balcony room on the ship while she's on vacation, sailing out to the Caribbean on Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas, which is one of the larger ships. It's in the Oasis class, if you guys don't know. Very, very large ship. I believe it has about 17 decks, which is pretty high, all right? Anywho, this woman, for whatever reason, instead of, enjoying the view and having a good time on her balcony, she decided to, if you will, pull a Titanic, a Jack and Rose without the Jack and Rose. She decided to stand on the opposite side of the balcony. All right, now her cabin just happened to be 2 decks up from the bridge, so they couldn't really directly see it. There was another gentleman that ended up catching it and taking pictures of it. I will talk about that in a minute. But yeah, man, it's crazy that people do these things. We're gonna go a little bit more in depth as far as what's gonna go down and what her punishment should be. But I just think it's insane what people are doing right now. I don't know, maybe this might just be me from my experience on cruising, but typically so many things happen this time of year, and I don't really understand why. Maybe it's just because you can get a decent discount on cruises, and that's when you get a little bit more of the reckless people or what. But, anyway, we're going to get into the details of this situation, guys. I'm not going to ramble on too much. But like I said, this woman was on the Allure. She was on her balcony. She decided to stand on the opposite side, 2 decks up from the bridge on the starboard side. For those of you guys who don't know, that's the right side of the ship. The photo was captured by another fellow cruiser that happened to have another balcony not too far from the woman. His name was Peter Blazik. Now, Peter, of course, he was a little shocked by what he was seeing, so he took a picture of it and just happened to post it on a Facebook group called Royal Caribbean Crown and Anchor Society Group. Once it was there, it just kind of has been getting spread around ever since. And rightfully so, because this is not typical passenger behavior. It's not how a woman, or anybody for that matter, should conduct themselves while on a cruise ship. Now, thankfully, there was further action taken other than just taking a simple photo. Apparently, Blazik, along with others that saw the incident, did report it to guest services, and after that, they were able to track this woman down, and from there hasn't really been an official response to the situation publicly as far as what will happen to the woman. But guys, just, when I make these videos, I don't do it to bash anybody or talk about anybody, but this stuff happens more than it's publicly known, and I like making everybody aware of it, because you look at a situation like this, you never know, honestly, what this woman's mindset was at the time. Like, I'm saying things, and joking around about it. However, this is YouTube, but also I have to report on what's going on. But you don't know the mindset of this woman, For all we know, God forbid, she could have been a jumper, you know what I mean? Which happens a lot, to be honest with you guys. Thankfully, we're not dealing with one of those situations here, because I have personally, been on ships where that has been a unfortunate recurring thing, where you have that kind of stuff happen. Mental stress is not, nobody is exempt from that. You never know what somebody's going through, even if they might seem like they're happy and having fun, guys. Just keep that in mind. But anyway, I'm not gonna get too serious on the subject. All I know is that this lady messed up, and honestly, I think that the appropriate punishment for this situation is she should, at the very, very least, like they have suggested in articles that I've read and what people are suggesting, that she just be kicked off the ship immediately, gone, no questions asked, because you got to understand that the entire ship, the entire cruise could be in jeopardy, could be at stake, as far as the emotional value goes. Let's say this woman was just enjoying herself. She wasn't going through any mental trauma where she was thinking about jumping or taking her own life. However, that's a dangerous and reckless thing to do. Let's say a gust of wind, which can be very strong at seas for those of you guys that haven't cruised. Outside, the wind could, out of nowhere, wind could just come and just sweep you away, okay? all that had to happen was a little bit of gust of wind, knock her off her feet, and there she goes. She falls into the water, or even worse, onto another part of the ship. All right, again, which I've seen happen, and it's not pretty. Trust me. When stuff like that happens, let's say if she were to unfortunately fall, the entire cruise will be affected. It would only be a matter of time before most of the cruisers know, in which it can affect somebody's entire vacation that they saved up and worked very hard to get to. So I don't think this woman deserves to even enjoy the rest of her time. Honestly, I think she should, at the very minimum, be kicked off of the ship for the entire cruise, because there's no excuse. Whether you want to have fun or if you need help, then that's what she needs to go do. Whatever Caribbean port that she's going to, the ship isn't far, thankfully. The ship cruises out of Fort Lauderdale. Get her on a plane and get her back over there so she can get the help she needs, or she can go back to whatever it is that she's doing, because she doesn't need to be on a ship. But that's the gist of it, guys. I want to know what you think, though. What do you think should be the appropriate response for this situation? Should she be kicked off, or what do you think? Should she be kicked off, or should she, stay on the ship, or what do you think? Do you agree with what I'm saying, or just let me know. I'm just making this little quick video. I'm not gonna do any crazy editing, anything like that. I just want to report on it because I just found out about the situation. I've been doing a little bit of digging, and stuff like this happens a lot more than the cruise lines and the public know about, or the cruise lines are willing to admit to the general public. But I'm just making you guys aware of it. Of course, I'm going to make my video on Friday, guys, and as usual, please, give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that other good stuff. I hope you guys are doing well. I will see you guys very, very soon. You take it easy.